Sorry for the sudden interruption. I'm going to assume that this is Jane's mother's phone number that I'm texting, correct? I am her fiancé David's father, and you can call me Michael.
Sorry for not having gotten in touch with you any sooner. My name is Laurel. I think the last time we spoke to one another was years ago when they first started dating, right?
I was able to get your phone number from David.
Yes, I heard about that from him. Sounds like you have something to ask me about, so what could that be?
Well, then allow me to get to all of that right now. Understanding that something like Jess's family having only been her and you, that would make for a bad picture of us, and I'm therefore going to ask that you do not come to her wedding in 2 days.
What? By that, do you mean that you're upset with the fact that I'm her only parent currently?
Correct, that's what I'm saying. Just the idea of someone having only been raised with one parent is a bad one.
I understand that, but what about the rest of the family that will be going to the wedding?
I have people that I can have stand in for you, so there won't be any problems there.
You're having people stand in? I can't believe this. What have Jess and David said about all of this?
Considering I'm the head of this house, those two will listen to everything I have to say about it and abide by it. I just need you to stay quiet and make sure not to show up to the wedding on the day of.
No way.
Anyhow, I'm going to need you to cut ties to Jess. I'm already having to take on someone like your daughter who had a stunted education and everything under you, so you should be more than thankful for that. If you really care for your daughter's happiness any, you won't speak about any of this to her.
Laurel, hello. Do you have a moment to talk?
Hello, David.
Would you like to come with Jess and I to the wedding tomorrow in my car?
What?
You're the one who'll be handling things like Jess's makeup and her hairstyling, right? We should arrive at the wedding venue around the same time anyway, so wouldn't it be best if you came along with us both in the same car? Your house is on the way for us anyway, so if you don't mind, come along.
Thank you, but David, have you not heard anything from your father about me?
From my dad? Now that I think about it, he did say that yesterday he took some time to talk with you over text. Don't tell me he was being rude to you about something.
He was talking to me. I'm sorry to have to say things like this about him to his own son, but I have no other choice, it seems.
What the heck did my dad end up saying to you?
Do you want to take a look at all the things he sent to me yesterday? I think sending you the screenshots would be a much more efficient way of handling this, instead of me trying to explain things.
That's a good point. You can send me those screenshots. Wait! If you don't mind this, how about I make my way over to your house right now, and you can show me everything he said to you in person. And if things require it, we can begin to talk about how to deal with my dad right away.
If you're going to be coming, then can you bring Jess along as well?
Of course I can. She already said to me that she wants to come, so we'll be coming together.
Understood. I'll see you both soon, then.
Excuse me, Laurel. Why have you come to the wedding venue today? I already told you not to come, didn't I? I can see that you're over in the bride's changing room as well right now, so what do you think you're up to there?
Good morning, Michael. I don't think anything is going to be able to change the fact that I'm the bride's mother and have a right to be at her wedding today. And I'm not up to anything bad by being here.
If not, then leave!
But I'm in the middle of some tasks I was asked to handle by the bride and groom themselves.
Tasks? Oh, perhaps you work as a janitor or something like that? I remember you saying back when we'd first met one another that you work in a field where you clean people up and make them feel pretty, all while giggling about it.
So you remember the way I was laughing about it then, but nothing about the actual field of expertise that I'm in?
Huh?
I'm really sorry to stop things here, but I'm in the middle of prepping the bride for her wedding day, so I must go.
Hey, You get the hell out of here right now! I told you already that the bride having only one parent, and that being only her mother, is a bad look for us. Someone who should have already cut ties to her daughter shouldn't be coming into here thinking she can be around us.
David, I started to get some more texts from your father.
Is that right? As expected, he's really gone and done it to himself.
Yep, unfortunately he did. Do you want to come over here and see me to take a look at everything he said? And then I will leave everything thereafter in your hands.
Sure thing, I'll be there right away. Dad, you go home right now.
What?
I don't want you to be at my wedding anymore.
David!
I just spoke with both Mom and Grandma a second ago, and the both of them are furious with you now.
What are you going on about right now, David? If you don't have the both of your parents there during your wedding, you're going to make a bad image for yourself.
And you've gone and made a terrible image for yourself by acting like a complete and total jackass to Jess's mother. But it seems you don't quite get that yet.
What are you talking about?
Jess's mother works as a hairstylist, and not just any stylist, but one working at the top hair salon here in this city. She does the hair of so many celebrities that you probably can't even count them all.
What? She works at a hair salon that even celebrities are going to?
That's right, and it's the exact same place that both Mom and Grandma have been going to for years now, and are very familiar with Jess's mother because of it. And the only reason Jess and I were able to meet in the first place was because of their relationships. Then, here's something that I think you of all people will find very important, Dad.
What is it?
It seems that a lot of those hair salons have been left under the supervision of Cameron. And you know that Cameron has plenty of other businesses that he's taking care of as well, right? And the main company that he's in charge of happens to be a massive business partner of the company you're working at, Company W.
What?
He happens to be Jess's brother, but you never met him before because all of the times you guys were around, he was busy with things like the businesses. But you did get his business card at one point, correct?
His business card? So that's what that business card was all about?
Don't tell me you threw that card away or something. So you did toss it.
I thought he was going to try talking to me some more later on about how he wanted to sell me his lovely company or something, considering he never had a father growing up to make him into a proper businessman.
Jesus! So you didn't even have a look at his business card to see the kind of man he is. And when you were told about where Jess's mother has been working, you didn't listen to any of that either. Seems neither your eyes or ears are of any use to you then.
What? How dare you say things like that to your father? Everyone and their mother knows that fatherless households like theirs are utter disgraces. Sorry that you can't seem to wrap your head around that or anything. That is why I asked for Laurel to stop talking to Jess anymore, so that this family's image didn't have to be stained by her.
I see. And here's a response from Cameron, the CEO of Company W, to what you've said to his mother. Then, this is the end of my company and your company's relations as well, correct?
What?
Dad, you were the one in charge of business relations between Company W and your company, right? Seems that you've been causing a lot of trouble for Cameron's company and the man he left in charge of relations with you, all because he's a bit younger than you. Well, just a couple of days ago, on Friday to be exact, that man went and made a complaint to your company about how you've harassed him.
He complained?
Your company was told that as long as you are overseeing the business relations, there would be no more business between you guys and Company W.
What was that?
In preparations for this wedding today, you took off that Friday, right? Well, when it comes to this Monday, you're going to be hearing all about what's happened while you've been out of the office. And here's a word from your CEO of Company A.
Huh? My CEO is here right now with you guys?
Cameron happens to be close friends with your CEO, and considering how long they've been friends for, he's also family friends with Laurel and Jess. In other words, not another person here has the same kind of skewed views on people like Laurel that you do, and not a single one of us wants you around.
No way!
If you understand what I've said, then hurry up and leave this place right now. If I have to have a father like you around during my wedding, I'll be more than embarrassed. I'm also going to be cutting ties to you now.
Wait a minute, David. If you do something like that to me, then you will have to say goodbye to both your grandma and mother as well. Are you really okay with something like that?
The only person I'm cutting ties to is you, Dad.
What? What are you talking about?
If you have no intent to celebrate the joining of this family with Jess's, then you can grab your things and leave this place right now. I've already gone and told the staff about what you've done and what to do with you.
Oh, wait!
Just go the hell home.
Laurel, please, can you find some way to talk my wife out of what she's thinking?
Good evening, Michael. That must mean that the talks about divorce are going well for her?
That's correct. I would really like you to go and have a word with her right now to try and avoid this divorce, or else...
I hear that she's the owner of that house and everything, so if you get divorced by her, you have to go.
That's absolutely right.
I heard this from your wife as well, about how back in middle school you had to start living in a fatherless household.
What?
I'm not sure what kind of person your mother was, or in what way she raised you that led to you becoming the pathetic man you are now. But with you so against me and the person I am, that must mean that you are also against your own mother and downright hate her, correct?
Yes, that's right. She was divorced by my father because she was too ugly and useless for him. I wanted to go with my father after the divorce, but my mother took custody of me anyway. I hated my mother because she put me into that fatherless household and would be gone day after day working, yet still not make enough to get us out of poverty. Also, she'd never bother to care for me, and that's why I hate her more than anyone else.
So she was having to work her butt off in order to take care of her only child?
Had she just forgiven those 1 or 2 times of cheating?
Huh?
Had she just done that, then I would have never had to have grown up like that without my father around. I'm sure the same thing can be said for you, right? Even if you've raised 2 excellent kids, you're never going to free yourself of being that crappy parent to your children. Any mother who is divorced by their husband has to be completely useless.
Speaking about me like that will only hurt you more. Because the reason I ended up being a single mother is due to my husband passing away to his chronic illness.
What?
Considering that this will most definitely be the last time you and I ever talk to one another, I don't want to say anything more to you. However, I will let you know one last thing, and that's for you to hurry up and fix that bias and attitude of yours before it ends up completely ruining your life.
Wait!
Goodbye now. There was something in Michael's last message that caught my attention. A certain phrase stood out. An affair once or twice? It made me wonder if there was more to the story, and as it turns out, my suspicions were correct. He had been having an affair with a female subordinate. Later on, I heard from his wife that this affair was added to the list of reasons for their divorce, alongside the original issues that had caused their relationship to break down. After that, things took a sharp turn for Michael. Even in his professional life, he was removed from his position in sales at the company and reassigned to a dead-end job with no external responsibilities, far from the important work he had been doing. From being a prominent figure in the company's business operations, he was demoted to a back-office position where he no longer had contact with clients or any meaningful projects. He became invisible, tucked away in a corner. Yet despite the drastic change in his work situation, he couldn't afford to quit. His wife had filed a substantial claim for alimony, which he was obligated to pay. On top of that, his age made finding new employment extremely difficult. In the end, no matter how humiliating it was to stay in such a lowly position, he had no choice but to stay. Day after day, he now sits at his desk carrying out menial tasks with no hope of returning to his previous status. The woman he had the affair with, on the other hand, did not fare much better. She chose to resign voluntarily from the company, likely pressured by the situation that had unfolded. The scandal surrounding their affair became too much to bear. After leaving her job, she was forced to pay alimony to Michael's wife as well. And ultimately, she returned to her hometown in the countryside. The shame and financial strain of the affair had left her with no other options. Imagining the lonely future that awaits Michael is nothing short of painful. Here was a man who, not too long ago, had everything: a stable career, a family, a comfortable life, but his own actions, fueled by selfish desires, led him down a path that cost him everything. The affair with his subordinate not only destroyed his marriage, but also derailed his career in ways he could never have anticipated. Michael was once well respected in his field. As a sales executive, he was the face of the company, often negotiating with clients and securing deals. He had a certain confidence about him, always walking through the office with his head held high. But that same arrogance might have blinded him to the consequences of his actions. Perhaps he thought he could juggle both his professional and personal indiscretions without being caught. But life rarely works out that way. His wife, who had stood by him through thick and thin, had every reason to leave. After all, this wasn't just about a single mistake. When he carelessly mentioned an affair once or twice, it revealed a deeper problem. He saw his infidelities as minor transgressions, dismissing the hurt and betrayal that they caused. It's no wonder that once the truth came out, his wife could no longer tolerate being in the marriage. Their divorce wasn't just a personal matter either. It rippled through Michael's professional life. The company likely wanted to distance itself from the scandal, and removing him from his position in sales was an easy way to minimize any damage. He went from being a key player to someone who could easily be forgotten. In the corporate world, once you lose your relevance, it's nearly impossible to regain it. Now, Michael spends his days in the shadows, performing trivial tasks that no one else wants to do. The irony is that despite all this, he cannot leave his job. The alimony payments to his ex-wife are a constant reminder of his mistakes, and he's trapped in this miserable routine, knowing that quitting would mean financial ruin. His pride might be bruised, but he has no choice but to endure the monotony, watching the years slip away from behind his desk. As for the woman he had the affair with, her fate seems equally grim. In a sense, she was a casualty of Michael's recklessness, though she too made her own choices. Voluntarily resigning from the company was likely an attempt to escape the shame of being known as the other woman, but it came at a great cost. After paying her share of the alimony, she retreated to the countryside, where her career prospects are likely limited. One can only imagine the isolation she must feel now. Together, their affair not only destroyed their lives, but also left a trail of pain and regret. Michael, once so confident and full of himself, is now facing the reality of a lonely and desolate old age. The choices he made in pursuit of temporary pleasures led to permanent consequences. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Good news, Natalie. I'm happy to inform you that I've found a husband for you. Huh? The wedding will be held on the second Sunday next month, so be sure to get to the Hasburg Hotel in Huxington City by 8 a.m. It will be a small ceremony for immediate family members only, but I trust you'll refrain from doing anything to offend the groom's family. Who are you? I'm your mother, Natalie. What are you talking about? My mother died 3 years ago. Who are you? Is this a prank? No, you silly girl. I'm not that mother. You're aware that your father is remarried, are you not? No, I was not aware of that, so get talking. Oh, I am your father's new wife. Since your birth mother has passed away and I am now married to your father, then it now falls to me to take on the duties of being your mother. I trust you'll treat me with all the respect that I'm due from this point on. Hard pass. Excuse me? I just remembered who you are. You're Jennifer, right? You're the woman my dad cheated on my mom with. You're the one who broke up their marriage. But if I recall correctly, when my mom and dad got divorced, I was under the impression that dad broke things off with his mistress, too. That was one of the conditions that mom laid out in order to agree to an amicable divorce. So if you don't mind me asking, why in the world are you married to my dad now? My oh my, Natalie, I had no idea you were aware of all that. I may have never met you in person, but after things settled down, I did hear an explanation of what went down. I see. Well, I suppose I have no reason to hide anything from you, so I'll tell you everything. It is true that your father and I broke up after the divorce, but 1 year ago, after I heard your birth mother passed away, we got back together. I wasn't going to pass up on the opportunity to marry an eligible bachelor like your father. A wealthy businessman who owns his own company? Oh, it's like a dream come true. And since the person who demanded we break up is no longer in the picture, or in this world, I don't see any reason for me to hold myself back from getting exactly what I want. I see. You're just as much of a vile, home-wrecking harpy as you always were. Excuse me? I haven't spoken to my father since the divorce, and I don't plan to ever contact him again. So by all means, Jennifer, do as you wish with him. It's no business of mine. Goodbye. Christy, I've got big news, and not the good kind. Uh-oh, what's wrong, Natalie? You remember that deplorable Jennifer woman? Apparently, our deplorable dad got remarried to her. What? Yeah, she sent me a text earlier today. I guess she found out that Mom died about a year ago, and they got married soon afterward. You have got to be kidding me. I don't know how she got my number, but I bet our idiot dad left it in his contacts list even though I blocked him years ago. Oh, and get this. You know what else she said to me? She said that because our real mom is dead and she's married to our dad now, she has to carry out the duties of being my mother. Like, who talks like that? And the cherry on the cake, she said, quote, I trust you will treat me with all the respect that I am due from this point on. Unbelievable. Right? Obviously, I told her what she could do with herself right away after that. Man, that woman is evil personified. Seriously, she is the worst. Oh, but before that, she also said something really weird to me. How can it get any weirder at this point? She said that my wedding is next month. Your wedding? That's news to me. Yep, and it was news to me too. She said it's the second Sunday of next month. She even gave me a time and place for everything. I can just ignore that, right? Like, just completely blow her off? Of course you can. I mean, that's not how this works. You don't just pick someone for the daughter of a man whose marriage you broke up and expect her to actually marry him. That's insane. Those were my thoughts exactly. Not to mention, I already have plans to hang out with you that day. Yes, and I am so excited. It's going to be great. And even if we didn't have plans that day, there's no way we would ever listen to what either of those two scumbags have to say. Natalie, the wedding is about to start, but how can we start the wedding without you, the bride? Where are you? If you were going to be late, you had an obligation to let me know. I gave you a time and place. I won't let you say I didn't tell you. Huh? Do you have any idea how upset the groom is right now? Wait a minute. I remember you talking about that like a month ago. Did you actually go through with it? Of course I did. I told you that you were getting married today, and I meant it. Well, that's odd. I don't have a boyfriend right now, and I don't have any plans to get married in the near future, so... Natalie, I am your mother, and you will get married to the man I selected for you. What? He's going to take such wonderful care of you. You'll be like a princess in a castle. His family is fabulously wealthy, and he's 40 years old, so he's a very stable and reliable man. He's 40? Sure, you might feel that there's a bit of an age gap between you right now, but as the years go by, I'm sure you'll come to forget all about it. If this is some kind of joke, it's not funny. Joke? Oh, Natalie, dear, I'm totally serious. I even have a marriage certificate right here in my hands. All it needs is your signature. Oh, so you're serious? Well, in that case, you're a psychopath. Natalie! You will do as your mother tells you this instant. My mother? I'm sorry, who are you talking about? I already told you, Natalie, I am your mother. Your birth mother is dead and gone. Now that I've married your father, it falls to me to become your new mother. I'd rather die. Excuse me? Oh, was I unclear? Well, let me spell it out for you. I would sooner die than ever call a vicious, lying, manipulative whore like you my mother. What did you just call me? I will never call anyone my mom except for my real mom. Oh, enough of this childish talk. What you say has no weight in the matter. I've arranged for you to be married. End of story. Now hurry up and get yourself to the hotel, you rebellious little girl. At your age, your hopes of ever getting married decline exponentially by the second. Men want young, healthy, fertile women, Natalie. With the man I've chosen for you, you'll be loved dearly and treated like royalty. I honestly don't see why you object to this. It's an excellent arrangement for you. At my age? What is this, the Middle Ages or something? Get a grip. Natalie, don't you dare talk back to me. I am your mother. Goodbye. I see you're not going to see reason. Fine, I'll have to take matters into my own hands. Don't go anywhere. I'm coming to pick you up right now. You're getting married today.
Hey, Natalie, how's it going? I've got some information about what's going on over there in Crazyland.
You did? How?
I called the lawyer that helped Mom out back when they were going through the divorce. I thought that since he was a mutual acquaintance of both Dad and Mom, that he might know something about what Dad's up to these days. And you know what the first thing out of his mouth was when I asked him about the wedding? I heard that it was his older daughter's wedding going on today. I was not expecting that.
Wait a second. So you mean to say that the wedding today wasn't supposed to be for me? It was supposed to be for you?
Apparently, Dad's been out of the country on business for the last 5 months. The talk about having this arranged marriage started about a month before that. With Dad going overseas in short order, he told Jennifer that she could take care of all the preparation by herself. And one more thing. Dad was supposed to be there at the wedding today, but he got into some accident over there and got hurt pretty bad, so he's not there.
What in the world is going on with those people?
I'm not done yet. There's more.
Hold on just a second. That harlot sent me another text.
For real?
If you have anything else that you think I should know, go ahead and send it all to me by text. If need be, I can give her a message with anything you want me to tell her.
Gotcha. I'll do that.
I've come to pick you up, Natalie. Now hurry up and get ready. We've got to get you married. I'm curious, where are you at right now? Where else? I'm out in front of your apartment building knocking on the door. Now open up. I know you can hear me.
Ooh, so close.
You did manage to get one thing right. Me and my older sister did live in that apartment for a while. Unfortunately, though, you're a few months too late. We've already moved out. What? Your older sister? But you're the oldest of the sisters, aren't you?
Nope, I'm the younger sister.
What? I thought Natalie was the older sister and Christy was the younger sister. Well, you got it backwards, you moron. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I got the names mixed up. Did Dad tell you our names and ages, or what? Now that you mention it. Well, he did talk about the two of you sometimes, but he only ever referred to you by name. I don't think he ever told me which of you was older than the other. Well, looks like you probably should have asked first, huh?
That would have saved you a lot of time and embarrassment.
Good grief, what a debacle. But no matter, this is only a minor change of plans. If you can't get married, Christy will be the one getting married today. Let her know where the wedding is taking place, will you?
Hate to burst your bubble, but Christy's already married.
Oh no!
Yep, they got married 6 months ago, and they've moved out of state to the city where her husband grew up.
Oh, this is terrible!
So, yeah. In other words, this wedding you planned today, you're gonna have to call it off.
Nonsense! Your sister may be married, but you aren't!
Are you for real right now?
Tell me where you are right now. I'll come and pick you up as quickly as I can.
Jennifer?
We still have plenty of time to get to the courthouse before it closes. We can submit your marriage certificate today.
I'm 15.
You're, 15?
I'm still a sophomore in high school.
But that's...
So, yeah, I don't know too much about marriage law, but I'm pretty sure that 15-year-olds can't get married.
With as old as your father is, I thought you'd be older. You're still a minor?
Well, Christy is 10 years older than me. I was living with her in that apartment, but after she got married, I moved into my high school dorm.
So it's true.
Why don't you ask my dad to make sure? As much of a scumbag as he is, I'm sure he at least remembers how old his daughters are.
I can't believe this.
What I can't believe is you don't know anything about the children of the man you married.
Well, you never came up in conversations. You're his first wife's children. You don't matter to our relationship. I only even knew how old your sister was because it came up during the discussions for her arranged marriage.
You didn't think to ask about his other daughter's age? Like, oh hey, by the way...
Stop mocking me!
You're such an easy target, though.
Enough of this nonsense! What are we going to do about the wedding?
Well, I'm terribly sorry, but I'm about to board the bus to go to my sister's new house to visit, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave you to figure that out yourself.
Natalie, wait! Look, you can take your time and get here, but I need you to be the bride today. You see, your father's company is, well, it's doing terrible. They've been operating in the red for months now. But he finally found someone willing to provide it with some desperately needed funding, the groom's parents. So you see, you have to get married today. I mean, think about it. You don't want your father's company to collapse because of you, right? After all, if his company goes under, then your inheritance is going to shrink. You don't want that to happen.
I was young at the time, so I don't remember all the details, but I'm pretty sure I remember legally renouncing any inheritance from my dad after my mom passed away.
You did what? Are you mad?
Nope. Actually, Mom's side of the family is way richer than Dad's, so I don't need to get a single cent from that lecherous old geezer. I'll be fine. Bye-bye now. I hope you enjoy the wedding. Hey there, Natalie. Are you enjoying your walk around the town? Yeah, this place is awesome. I'm getting kind of tired, though. I was thinking about heading back to your place to get some lunch. Are you still out at the store? Yeah, but I'm gonna be home pretty soon. Oh yeah, by the way, I got a message from Mom's lawyer this morning. Was it about the whole wedding thing yesterday? Yep, you guessed it. And I gotta tell you, what he told me was some of the best news I've gotten in a long time. Let's hear it then. It turns out that, yeah, Dad's company is on the brink of bankruptcy. Wow, so I guess that shriveled succubus wasn't kidding. And in order to get the company back in the black, he made a deal with the devil, or I guess, with the CEO of one of his company's biggest clients. The terms were this: get your older daughter to marry my 40-year-old son and serve as his housekeeper and caretaker. Then and only then would he supply Dad's company with some much-needed funding. Jeez. And get this, when Dad and Jennifer stopped by that CEO's house to meet their, again, 40-year-old son, he was in his room, in his pajamas, playing video games and drinking energy drinks. When they tried to arrange for him to meet me before the wedding, he was like, "Nah, just let me see her picture to make sure she's not ugly."
Holy moly. What made any of those people think that either you or I would consent to that kind of nightmarish marriage? I mean, that wouldn't be a marriage. We'd have been his babysitter.
I guess maybe they were banking on us consenting out of compulsion in order to save Dad's company.
Yeah, I bet that's it. Jennifer tried to scare me into going through with the marriage by saying that I'd lose my inheritance if Dad's company went under. What a bunch of creeps.
Seriously, they're all the worst people imaginable.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Speak of the devil, she just texted me.
Oh yeah? You gonna respond to her?
No. How could you do this to me? You little brats, getting married and being a minor have ruined me. The groom's family is suing us. We're going to have to pay the full cost of the wedding. And the honeymoon. We planned out such an extravagant, luxurious vacation for you two. But that was canceled, and we have to pay for all of that, too. We're on the hook for a total of $50,000. How are we supposed to come up with that kind of money when your father's company is in the middle of a struggle for survival? Natalie, answer me this instant! If your dad loses his business, I'm going to lose my fabulous lifestyle. I can't let that happen. I won't. That virulent vulture, otherwise known as Jennifer, is apparently in her early 40s. She'd always dreamed of being the trophy wife of a wealthy businessman, but, I mean, if that was her goal, shouldn't she have done that sooner? You know, while she could still serve as a trophy wife? Oh well, I guess her brain is about as functional as her heart and soul. A few months after that last text, my dad's company officially filed for bankruptcy. A few weeks later, an expose on Dad's company came out in the local paper. The company had been bleeding its top talent ever since Dad got remarried to Jennifer. According to insider sources, the reason they all left is because Jennifer was using her position as the CEO's wife to boss all the other employees around, even threatening to get them fired if they disobeyed her. But did Dad ever think to tell Jennifer to knock it off? Nope, she couldn't possibly be the one responsible. After the bankruptcy, Dad and Jennifer went deep into debt. But even then, they were unable to leave their expensive spending habits behind. As a result, their debt just kept growing and growing and growing. The last I heard was that the two of them were escorted into a black panel van by a few large-looking men wearing trench coats and sunglasses. And neither of them has been heard from since.